One more time, guys, for Naeem Lynn. Yes. All right, I'm going to keep this show moving right along. You guys ready for this next comic? Hey, this guy said to tell you that he is fresh out the womb of comedy. He said to tell you he's straight out the puss. That's a quote. Which means he's already funny. Everybody clap it up for George Blake.
Right out of the puss, that's me. Rapper just off. Yes, I speak properly and I'm wearing tight pants. That does make me one of the gays. Get on into it. It's gonna happen to you tonight. But the thing was, as a kid, like, I didn't know that everybody else knew that I was gay. Did you notice my hand? I'm just saying. We're always in a constant state of vogue. But I had no idea. Like, I was one of those kids that, you know, I just would walk around all the time like this. I was carrying a tray of invisible hors d'oeuvres, standing at the bus stop with the other kids like this, giving it to them, you know? I used to do this all the time, but I didn't have any hair. I had an afro and I was flinging it back. And the kind of thing is, and because of all that, like, basically my parents didn't have a choice, so they just came right in the closet and brought me out. They did. They just came out to me. They sat me down, they said, you know what, honey? We don't know if you know this about yourself, but you're gay. And I was like, no, mommy, no, I'm gonna marry a lady. And that tipped her off. Because most men want to marry a whore, let's be honest. And I was like, no, mommy, like, I'm gonna play football. And she was like, no, you're not. It's kind of sad, actually, you know. Although nowadays I actually could be playing football because Michael Sam is the first gay player in the NFL. Let's hear it for him. Gotta love that guy. And I am so jealous. I wish I would have played sports as a kid because I could have been the second. Except they probably wouldn't want me on the team because I would have been running to the showers midway through like, come on, guys. You know, I would have been slapping asses at all the wrong times. The other team scores and I'm like, hey. You know? It's kind of a funny thing, like when you're the gay guy and people are staring at you while you're telling jokes. It's a little bit odd, but I like it. Make fun of me, I'm into it. The funny thing is also that when I was growing up, like, I didn't know that it would be so easily acceptable for my parents. Like, my mother has actually asked me if I'm going to marry my boyfriend Tom. She's like, are you going to get married? And I'm like, we're not going to have one of those same-sex marriages, no, because after a few years, isn't every marriage the same sex? I mean, let's be honest. Don't you just roll over in bed after a couple of months and you're like, there's that same bologna sandwich I had last night. And I can't even put cheese on it, you know? It's kind of the way it goes. But there's other stuff in my world other than being gay. I read TMZ, Radar Online, Sister to Sister. Woo! Gotta read Sister to Sister. If you haven't read it, let me tell you, it is the best, worst news you could ever hear about all your favorite people. That's what gossip has pretty much become. And I was actually reading that Kim Kardashian is really sad right now. Let's say, oh, she's sad. And she's sad because you couldn't land private jets during her wedding in Paris. Oh, I felt so bad for her. No, actually, I don't feel bad for her. I think we should kill her. What do you think? Should we kill her? There are enough people in this room that we could make it happen, you know? Like, you'll coax her into the room, you'll turn up the radio, you'll bring the rope, and you can have sex with a corpse, sir. You can do that. Because Kanye is. She's dead inside. I'm sorry. Did you see that sex tape? The best part of her sex tape was when he peed on her, because I know I wanted to. She deserves it, you know. She probably thought it was a good thing, an expensive thing, because it's golden showers, you know? She's not, you know. And her whole being sad thing is kind of funny to me, because she's probably feeling a lot of other stuff other than sad, but she can't spell those words. So she just goes with sad. I'm sad. And she's like, right, S-E-D, you know? This woman is not going to cure shit, basically. Let's just get to it. And her life's pretty good, so she probably shouldn't be sad, and Chloe's life is great, and Courtney's life is great, and the mother's fucking everybody in LA, so her life is great. Except for when they get their test results back on Monday from the clinic. But I'm thinking what really is sad in their family is Rob. Rob Kardashian is the Tito Jackson of the Kardashian family. He is. It's sad. And what did they do to tell him to bring up his self-esteem? They said, hey, Rob, You should start your own line of socks. Socks. Like that's it. Like everybody else gets perfume and clothes and TV, he gets socks. And I don't know if you've noticed, but Rob Kardashian now looks like the guy who aged Rob Kardashian. He does. So I'm figuring he should just come out with a line of diabetic compression socks. That's what he should come out with. A brand new fashion trend from Rob Zips with Rob Kardashian. And I've been reading some other stuff in the news that's kind of troubling, actually. I've been reading about how the Nigerian girls were kidnapped. You know, it's terrible that they were kidnapped. And I really love all the celebrities who are holding up these signs saying, bring back our girls. Because we should. We should bring back our girls, but I think we should swap them out. I'm willing to give them all those ratchet hoes from reality television. Take the Basketball Wives, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, of Love and Hip Hop in LA. Get rid of all them. Send me back just one of those girls and I'll be happy, you know? But before I leave you guys, I'll just leave you a little bit of advice for the straight guys in the audience who are afraid to laugh. It's okay. I'm going to be leaving soon. You can relax your sphincter. There's no threat. There's no threat. I'm taken. What I want you guys to know is that gay guys and straight guys should be friends. Let's hear it for it. We should be friends. And we should be friends for a very simple reason. Because you all are getting twice as much pussy as you're entitled to because we're gay. Let's be honest. Yeah. Some of you guys know you're over the limit already after high school. You really shouldn't be with that girl. She's technically my bitch. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And the other thing is I want you guys to stop asking us stupid questions like, well, in your relationship, George, like, who's the man and who's the woman? I'm like, we're sword fighting like it's Pirates of the Caribbean. What are you talking about? Would you look at a black couple and say, you know, I wonder which one is the white one? You know, I'm not getting that whole thing. And the last thing I'll say to you guys is, stop worrying about gay guys wanting you. We don't want you straight guys. We don't want you because, I'll be honest, you just can't suck dick. You're terrible at it. Worst blowjob you'll ever have in your life. You're crying. You have no idea what to do with the balls, even though you're great on the basketball court. Great ball hand like there, right? So hopefully I've left you guys a little bit more enlightened and a little livelier. And that's all I've got for you guys. Thank you.